Attention passengers, this is your cruise director speaking. We're about to enter an area of rough terrain. Make sure your chin straps on your helmets are secured properly and hang on tight.
Hello from deep in the Appalachian Mountains and coal country from Unicom Productions. I'm your cruise director, Kristen. Today we'll be visiting Village Center Mall in Harlan, Kentucky. Coming down here was really an adventure, and I had to do it twice because I forgot my SD cards the first time and couldn't capture everything the way I wanted. Although, both times it was a beautiful day and I was on my bike, so there are worse ways to spend 2 Fridays, right? The very first thing I want to feature in this video is this absolutely impeccably preserved Belk Simpson storefront, which was an original tenant when the mall opened in 1982. 1982 was a good year, and I'm not just saying that because I was born that year. There are a lot of really interesting touches, including the copper awnings both inside and out, all the wood, and these geometric light fixtures. This Belk location closed around 2007, and other than an annual artisan market called Mountain Masters that is held in this space, it's been vacant ever since. This is a pretty economically disadvantaged area, and I don't know that they could support the store. Other anchors at opening included Kroger, Kmart, Sears, Dow Harris, and Magic Mart, which was a regional chain based in West Virginia. Their footprint really didn't extend beyond neighboring states, but it was basically the same concept as a Kmart or something like an Ames or a Hills. It was a discount department store. The whole chain went under in 2018, but the location at this mall closed in 2003 to be replaced by Peebles, then Goody's, then Gordman's, which were all owned by the same chain, Stage, which seems to have been undergoing a bit of an identity crisis before the entire company went under in 2021. This mall does not currently have any anchors operating in the enclosed portion. However, the former Kroger and Kmart are occupied by a medical facility and a Big Lots, respectively. The enclosed mall portion is currently home to 6 tenants: a Subway, a Social Security office, a Merle Norman boutique, a jeweler, a custom embroidery business, and Appalachian Wireless, which was by far the busiest store in the mall both times I visited. There are about 20 spaces, so we're about 25% occupied in here, and it is very, very quiet. The mall opened in 1982 and is one of the only malls I've covered that it was not only family owned and operated, but still continues to be. The mall was conceived and built by Clyde Bennett, who made his fortune in the coal industry and is currently operated by his descendants. I wonder what malls they visited to get ideas for the design. The brick and some of the skylights evoke the older Jacobs malls I've been to, and Jacobs had already built several malls in Kentucky at the time, so it's very possible their malls were the inspiration. Harlan has an uneasy relationship with the coal industry. Stories of families in this region signing over the rights to the riches under their feet for pennies on the dollar via contracts they were unable to read or understand are legion. Men went to work in mines that could have been their birthright, only to end up indebted and tethered to the company via company housing in the infamous company stores. When things were good, it also kept roofs over the heads and food on the table of thousands of families in a region where sustaining jobs can be hard to come by. When things go bad, when the mine has been tapped or the market shifts, it's also left a lot of people adrift when all they know is life as a miner. It's a region in transition in many ways, and there are a lot of people working to improve life here. There's a lot to say about Harlan and this part of Kentucky in general, so much it might warrant its own video. You may just have to subscribe to see what's next. What have you got to lose? One factor as to why this mall is so sparsely occupied is that there is a Walmart only a few blocks down the road, which was built in the 90s, about the same time this mall started to have issues, especially for Kmart, which would have been the competitor they most closely resembled. Sears, which at the time was operating independently as a hometown location, closed in 2020, which seems like a pretty big loss for a town where the next store you can buy large appliances that isn't a rent-to-own place looks to be about an hour away. I saw this abandoned BP station on my way into town and decided to stop here on my way back and take some footage because it was just so eerie. All you can hear is the distant sound of the road and the tree frogs inhabiting the blanket of kudzu that surrounds the station and is slowly invading it. This entire region is a blanket of leafy tendrils of vines, an invasive species that grows fast and spreads quickly. And hey, I also accidentally filmed myself filming it from my handlebar camera. Say hello to my helmet hair. Thank you for watching. Drop us a like and subscribe for malls and maybe even more. As always, I'm your cruise director, Kristen, and this is Unicom Productions. We'll see you next time.